Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. And this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 3151DN. This is a dark bronze anodized aluminum door bottom sweep with a neoprene insert. It's a solid strip of closed cell neoprene, and it smells like car tire, rubber from a car tire. Closed cell neoprene is used because it is exceptional when it comes to being water resistant. Water does not get through a closed cell neoprene. Sponge type or open cell neoprene, water would, because it's literally sponge type, but that material is used when acoustical attenuation is what you're looking for, when you want to deaden the transfer of sound. But when you're doing purely something that you know is going to get wet or have weather, moisture, you'll want something closed cell neoprene like the Pemko 3151. The DN, or I should say the D, stands for dark bronze. You can order the aluminum holder itself, of course, in many different finishes, and not many, but let's go over what the different finishes are available. The 3151 can be done in an A finish for, it can be done in a C finish for clear anodized aluminum. It can be done in the D finish, which is here. It can be done in the SS, which is stainless steel. You could do this in a stainless steel version with a satin finish. So it wouldn't be made of aluminum anymore. It'd be made of stainless steel. And Pemko offers a couple of different stainless steel sweeps. They're generally the same thing. But the tip-off that this is a very common sweep is the fact that this is the one you'd kind of use if you had such a door, meaning that the size of it is going to be very universal. It's a little bit bigger than average, but would make a very good option for a door sweep. Okay, so aluminum in a clear finish or a dark bronze, stainless base material, and a satin finish. Okay, it can be done in neoprene. It can also be done in, let's see, it can also be done the R, which would be the sponge type neoprene, which is what you'd want if you were doing acoustical transfer of sound. Sponge type would be better for that sort of application. Also be good for weather stripping as well, because it's much more flexible. This material is not going to flex at all if you're going to try to use it as a weather strip. It wouldn't work like that. But the sponge type neoprene is certainly going to be more flexible whatsoever. Would certainly make a good door sweep. You probably might see it in an interior application where you needed to seal the bottom of the door. But if it was exterior and you knew there was going to be moisture, I'd go with the neoprene, the closed cell, rather than the N, rather than the R for the open sponge. So the 3151 is representative of the physical dimensions of this item as well. There's an image down below that shows the dimensions. You can see that it's 2 1/4 inch overall height. The aluminum itself is about 1 1/4 inch, and then the neoprene itself is about 1 inch. It's got a thickness of 1/4 inch. That is indeed the case. Okay. You would use a sweep like this when you needed a heavy-duty application where you're going to have to seal off something very effectively. Installing this will take a little bit of finesse, because you still obviously want your door to latch if you've got a door closer on it. Something big like this may be something less permissible in the self-latching aspect, because it's such a large piece of neoprene. Might work out really well if you had a loading door, maybe the back of a restaurant, and you were always going to be pulling that door closed, knowing that it's secured in a closed and secured position, where you could literally perhaps force this to seal up against your threshold over the entire length, rather than having your door closer be relied on exclusively to get the door sealed. So an application like that might be really well. Or I've sold this larger piece to people who had an unusually large undercut, or a door that literally flushed off to a stoop down to an alley where the loading occurred, and you wanted the neoprene to drop long in front of the face of that concrete sill that was there, that was flush with the face of the door. That might be an application for that as well, because A typical door undercut would be probably 3/4 inch, so having 1 inch on the length of that neoprene alone might be perfect for your application. Okay, available in lots of different lengths on the website. Everything from 2 foot to 8 foot is available. You can have longer than 8 foot. We just don't list them because the cost to ship is generally prohibitive. But if you have a need for pieces longer than 8 foot, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist you with a quote. If you have need for a custom length, by all means, let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field the net length that you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is, if you had to take this 3 foot piece and cut it down to, say, 2 foot 8, you'd eliminate that first slotted hole that's there. The next one's all the way over here, and so on. Okay? Down at the end. The slotted hole from the factory is pretty nice because it will allow you to help tailor this onto the bottom of maybe a sill that's not level, or maybe a door frame that's not exactly plumb. You might have an instance where you need to kind of adjust it. You might install it in the summer and it works just perfect, but in a northern climate, you could come back in the winter and have concrete heaving, where you've got a little bit of upward movement on the concrete, and your threshold now all of a sudden has come up a lot. Now your door doesn't close, so having that slotted hole, maybe with just a hand tool, you can adjust that a little bit. The point of the matter is, if you ordered a custom length, we're not only going to give you the first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, but the proper center to center as well. Screws are included. They're like a number 6 by 3/4 and a complementary finish. They're buried down in the packaging and a bit difficult to see. But typical sheet metal screws is what you're going to get with this type of installation. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Now, the name Pemko is actually quite synonymous with weather stripping. They are a comprehensive provider of that material, and if you have more than an occasional need for weather stripping, you're going to want to refer to that catalog, or at least familiarize yourself with it, because they offer so many products, so many different profiles, so many different solutions, so many variations on solutions when compared to everyone else, that it's really difficult to be successful without incorporating their product line at a certain point. Just so comprehensive, their product offering. And it's very good quality product. Use it for that alone. If you have any questions on the Pemko 3151DN, dark bronze anodized, closed cell neoprene, door sweep, or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.